हरि ओम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। Bhagavad Gita, a conversation with God daily. Today, chapter 7, shloka number 13. त्रिभिर्गुणमयैर्भावैरेभिः सर्वमिदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानाति मामेभ्यः परमव्ययम्। We saw that it is the Brahman into which everything in this world is woven. The Brahman is present as the light in the sun and the moon, the intelligence in the intelligent people, as the good smell in earth, and as sound in ether. Like this, it is the basis for everything. Everything is woven in it, and all the feelings that arise out of Rajoguna, Sattva-guna and Tamo-guna, they all arise only from the Brahman. And he continues, Tribhir gunamayair bhavaihi yebihi, those feelings which are as a result of the three gunas, because of them the entire world, the world which is formed of millions of living beings, the entire world totally doesn't know me. They are attracted by the worldly things because of Maya. And me, who is superior to these and who is totally different and who is eternal, who cannot be destroyed in any way, and who is not subject to any decay, always changeless. But the world, it actually is not bothered about me. It runs after the various feelings, various things that are ephemeral. They are temporary. They are present today, tomorrow they will not be present. Keep bothering about the body. actually nurturing it so well. And one day, it just gradually it goes off. Skin shrinks, hair becomes white, your body loses its strength, its sheen, and it decays and then dies. And whatever you desire, so many things, they are present today, but then you will lose them one day, and because of that you attain grief. But the world, affected by the three gunas and by the various feelings that are caused, don't actually know me. Who is the reason for all this? Who is the controller of those gunas also? But till that they don't reach. They are just actually concerned only at this inferior level. Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mameva ye prapadyante mayam ye tam taranti te. Daivi hesha gunamayi devasya mama ishwarasya vishnoho swabhuta. That Maya is mine. The Vishnu Maya. And Sridhara Swamigal says, Alaukiki, it is not of this world, out of the world. So extraordinary, something wonderful. Just think, something that actually attracts, confuses, and by its power, the entire world just is affected under its spell. Such Maya, Duratyaya, that Maya, my Maya, is virtually impossible to overcome. You just cannot win over that Maya. I'll give up everything, I'll give up all desires. We may say, but it is very difficult. Okay, if it is so very difficult, then you can become a jnani, you can be liberated only if you win over that Maya. And you say, winning over my Maya is very difficult. Then what is actually the solution? Mameva ye prapadyante mayam yetam tarantite. Those who actually totally surrender to me, they overcome this Maya. Mameva ye prapadyante sarvadharman parityajya. Those who give up all actions and are totally concentrated only on the Brahman. They know nothing else but the Brahman. Such people, they overcome Maya. Or those who totally surrender to God, they can overcome Maya. We have already narrated the story of Ambarisha, where when Durvasa actually releases evil spirit on him, Ambarisha just folds his hands and prays, if at all I have committed a mistake, then let me be punished. Let me be killed by this evil spirit. Saying so, he was just standing. He didn't run, fearing for his life. But at the same time, the Sudarshana Chakra of the Lord. It just started off. And it actually started chasing Durvasa. We shouldn't say it started chasing. It just started off towards Durvasa and says Durvasa started running. Now says Durvasa should actually fold his hands and say, when the very Lord's own, very own Sudarshana Chakra is now after me, it means definitely I have committed some mistake. So let me be punished, I am sorry. No, he just runs fearing for his life. So much body consciousness. Such a great sage, tapasvi. He is not able to overcome his body consciousness. But Ambarisha, a king, he hasn't practiced any austerity. He has been living, enjoying all comforts, the utmost comforts that befit an emperor. And now he totally has no body consciousness. How is that? Means Mameva ye prapadyante. He is a devotee of God. He totally surrendered himself to God. So, by God's grace, he was able to overcome that Maya. But Durvasa, sage Durvasa, was unable to do that. So, with single-pointed devotion to me, you can win over Maya, says Lord Krishna. Namam dushkritino moodaha prapadyante naradhamaha mayaya pahrita jnana asuram bhavam ashritaha. Okay, so if you surrender to God, you can overcome Maya. Then everyone can do that. Why is it that all are not doing that? Dushkritino moodaha namam prapadyante naradamaha. Those who are sinners, they have committed so many sins over so many births. Such people, they cannot get an inclination towards God. They will not develop that interest. They will not be attracted towards God. They are naradhamaha. They are the lowliest among human beings. Such people. So here Krishna says, those who are not devoted to God, those who don't take up the spiritual path, those who are not after the knowledge of the Brahman, they are the lowliest of human beings. Mayaya apahrita jnanaha, totally overcome by Maya, by illusion, by thinking that all these names and forms are actually the essence, they are the truth. Asuram bhavam ashritaha, they actually take up to violence, deceit, arrogance, untruth, all these qualities they develop. If you have some bad qualities, but if you are devoted to God, then slowly, by God's grace, you will give up those bad qualities and you will reform. But if you are not going to be devoted to God, then you will slowly develop all bad qualities. Even if you are good today, slowly you may develop bad qualities. So, asuram bhavam ashritaha, they develop Asuric qualities. Now, we are going to celebrate Deepavali, right? Deepavali is celebrated on the occasion of Lord Krishna slaying Narakasura, and it is a festival of lights. So, Deepavali means not just preparing so many sweets, savories, wearing new clothes and enjoying bursting crackers and all that. Deepavali means slaying the Asuric qualities in us, slaying all of them. That is totally developing an inclination towards Brahman, becoming devoted to God, developing our devotion, and so that light dawns in us, that wisdom dawns in us, and the darkness of ignorance is destroyed. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukrutinarjuna arto jignyasurartharthi jnani cha bharatarshava. Okay, so it was said about those sinners, and now Sukritino Janaha, those people who have performed so many punyas, merits in the previous births, such people, they actually are devoted to me, and that devotion is of 4 types. Artho Jignasuhu Artharthi Jnani. Artha means one who is afflicted with some pain or suffering. He has got a very great disease, unable to bear it. He runs to God. Oh, you alone can cure me of this disease. Please do it. As a arti. Or some other big problem. So that person prays to God. That is one type of devotion. Next is Jignasu. One who actually wants to know about God. He seeks wisdom, jnanam. Such devotion, that is another type. And some people, they are devoted to God because they want to attain something, material desires they have. They want to become a millionaire. They want to get so much wealth. Like this, after some materialistic things, after some objects, desiring that, they are devoted to God. And finally, the 4th class of devotees are the jnanis. Those who actually have attained that wisdom, and they are God themselves. They are actually that Brahman themselves. So like this, there are 4 types of devotees. Tesham jnani nityayukta eka bhaktir visishyate priyo hi jnani notyartham aham sacha mama priyaha. Among these 4, the jnani is actually always in that state of yoga, always in union with Brahman. He has single pointed devotion towards me. He knows nothing else. He is in that state of I am that Brahman. Such a person is very dear to me. I like such a person very much. And I am so very dear to him. Here, Shankara Bhashyam says, Prasiddham hi loke atma priyo bhavati iti. Tasmat jnanina atmatvat vasudevaha priyo bhavati ityarthaha. Such a jnani mama vasudevasya atmaiva iti mama atyartham priyaha. We see in the world, it is very obvious that everyone likes themselves. Here, the jnani, he is none other than that Brahman himself. So, that Brahman is very dear to him. And for me, Krishna says, I am no different from that jnani. So that jnani is very dear to me. If a person is just exactly like us in all ways, then we like them. Even if somebody resembles us in some way, then we develop a liking towards them, right? And actually, whatever love that we show towards anybody is actually love shown towards the Atma. A person dies and that dead body is there. Everyone is just crying. That wife, the children, friends, all are crying. Oh, you're gone, you're gone. How am I going to survive without you? You have left me alone here. Who is gone? That person is there. The very same person is there. So why is it that everybody is crying? You are gone, you are gone. Not just that they don't acknowledge him as the same person. Even though that very same body is lying there, if that person appears that night in his wife's dream, then she is so frightened. No, I don't want to sleep here alone. I'll sleep with you. I'll come to that room. She goes to some other room. Her very own husband, in one day, she doesn't see him as her husband. She is frightened on even seeing him. So, why? Because whatever love and affection that she had was not towards that body. It was towards the Chaitanya, Atma Chaitanya, which was inside that body. And it was because of that Atma Chaitanya that that body laughed, it cried, it showed love and affection, it spoke everything. So the entire love and affection was directed towards the Atma. So always love that is shown by anybody is shown only towards the Atma and not towards the body. And here someone who is totally that Atma Swarupa has become that Brahman itself, then how dear he will be. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabhaha. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan. A person, after many births, he attains that wisdom and sees the Brahman everywhere. That state he reaches after many births. Slowly in each birth. He he practices various sadhana, spiritual pursuits. He does. And improving. Gradually, in one birth, he attains that wisdom. He actually realizes that everything is the Brahman. And such a person who Vasudeva Sarvamiti, who sees Vasudeva everywhere. Such a person, some Mahatma, such a person is a great soul. The Supreme, he is the best. There can be no one equal to him or greater than him. He is the best. And Durlabhaha, but he is so very rare. It is very rare to find such a jnani, such a person. So becoming a jnani is so difficult and so very rare. Already it was said before a few shlokas, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschin mamveti tattvataha. So, among so many human beings present in this universe, very few strive for liberation, for wisdom. And among those very few who strive for it, even fewer actually succeed. So, Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabhaha. One who sees the Brahman everywhere. Such a person is so very rare to find. Says Krishna himself. Not that we cannot find a jnani. If we want to go actually surrender to a jnani, we want a jnani, a true jnani as our guru, and we want to find him. It's very difficult. But it's not that it is difficult only for us. Even Krishna, for Krishna, it is very rare to find a jnani. We'll stop with this for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Hari Om.